I'm Jeff Page. I'm a visual artist, born and raised in Denver. My connection to Redline, I was in the first batch that came in, first batch of resident artists that came in 2008. But it's just been so cool to see Redline like grow into what it is now. I get so much out of the community there, like what it's offering artists and the art scene. And yeah, Louise is incredible. She's just such an advocate for everyone. So a few words to describe my art practice: DIY, handmade, experimental, exploratory, and funny. I'm really interested in the idea or feeling of shame and how it's sort of like built into who we are. And it sounds like a really heavy emotion, but it's like we all experience shame. I was also, this is crazy to say, but it wasn't until I was like in my 30s, I realized how much shame I still had, even in my 30s, around my voice and the way I talk. And I was just like reflecting on like how much like I was bullied as a kid for like the way I talked and like sounding gay and stuff like that. And how much that was still like a part of me, even as an adult. Like you think you're like grown out of this stuff, and I realized that like I still had that. So in making throat chakra therapy, which is the first video in this series that I'm working on, it was the first one that I made. I also thought about how I had thyroid cancer. This is like 10 years ago now. I sort of came into this idea, and this idea that's out there, that's kind of a known idea, is that people who are silenced have like, or like conditioned to be silent, have like a sort of dead energy chakra here. So I just came up with this idea of using these like really cliched gay terms, like from Drag Race or just like from gay mainstream culture, and using that as like a tool for therapy, for this like therapy video that I was gonna make. I like this idea of turning shame into something that's like has a lot of power, like positive power, and not just like ignoring it or getting rid of it, but like using it as a tool to like build something or like make an artwork or make a certain beautiful aesthetic or just an experience. I really want people to listen to the audio because I think there's like a powerful story behind it. Work. I'm a big believer that like, I think audience members at museums should really like try and read as much as they can about works, because it's like there's so much behind the scenes that go into making something that can really enrich how you understand a work. And I think this one is like very much in that category, because like there's so much that isn't just delivered to you visually, like in the video. There's like a lot, there's just like a big backstory to it.